live and why. See. Gmail. Let me say one horse. Play publishing. No.
feel. There will be parties again soon, and family gatherings, and sporting events, and concerts. To help our communities when they come back together, Resent. Spend a few minutes online today to impact the next 10 years of healthcare, infrastructure, and education. Go to 20census.gov and respond today to make America's tomorrow brighter. It's time to shape.
Wide open spaces, cowboy boots galore, barbecue, and there are a lot of things to love about Texas. And perhaps that's the reason why so many people flock to this state. While I'm a cowboy type, I've got to say, the allure of the massive state has almost been enough to make me hang up my suit and not saying everything is bigger in Texas. And when it comes to the price of the most expensive homes, that is certain. A sale in Texas costs 30 times more than the average American will make in their lifetime. After take a look at some properties to see what exactly is going down in the Lone Star State. Well, shine your cowboy boots and hat, because we're going to take a look at the most expensive homes for sale in Texas. Number 5, 10210 Straight Lane, $19.5 million. Now, we've chatted a bit about the Wild West appeal of Texas. Incredible cities would be an injustice, especially when some of the cities have homes that look like this. 10210 Straight Lane, Dallas is an unbelievable home with immense history, put on the market by a hedge fund manager and his wife, a person from Parenthood and several charities. The home has hosted rock concerts and plenty of political fundraisers, including multiple of Barack Obama. Texas has its pockets of blue. This home was certainly one of them. Listed at $19.5 million. The house looks much more like an art museum than a home, but that wouldn't stop me from living in it. Just look at that staircase. Imagine those with your cashmere robe on and a glass of scotch in hand. The home is around 11,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms, and plenty of windows. It really takes that glass house proverb to the next level. The home is covered in stunningly lit archways, open living spaces, and white marble. Of course, the home includes a gourmet billiards room. The grounds of the home are where it truly shines. Set on 6 acres that, again, were museum grounds than a yard. This home includes a luxury in-ground heated pool, as well as a large $20 million. For $20 million, you pick up 1000 Kirby Drive in Houston, Texas. You might want to wear a ball gown when you enter, because the entryway look was pants and loungewear. Like I said, everything is bigger in Texas, and chandeliers the size of a tiny home are apparently less. This 9-bedroom, 15-bath home has 23,870 square feet. Standard things you'd expect in a $20 million home. It has a master suite, room-sized closets. It has a dining room, dining hall, ballroom, dining room hybrid. Never mind, because it isn't the only dining room in the home. The formal room, the informal dining room, the executive dining room, and a business dining room. All completely necessary, I'm sure. You're getting your own Palace of Versailles right in Texas. It has a reception parlor for crying out loud. So it's a regal home. It's got rooms that surely only the maids will ever step foot in. But where's the fun? Where can you let loose? Forget how to, and maybe, dare I say, slip on some sweatpants and relax. You could start in the entertainment cabana by the pool hall fountain and the hot tub. If you're hungry, you can nip over to the gazebo and hire a hibachi chef to whip you up something on the hibachi grill. It's run over play on the full playground on the property. At the end of the day, you head up to your own home salon. Quite the beautiful crib indeed, I have to say. And now, number 3, get $1 million. You've seen a home that rivals the Palace of Versailles. We've dabbled in Houston. Anywhere for the right price, but it's hard to come by. Hard Ranch, right outside Fort Dix, Texas, is 9,154 acres and rises from swaths of savanna grass and the beautiful mountains at 6,800 feet of elevation. Originally founded in 1890. Really what the property is about. The home has dozens of barns, cattle pens, a saddle house, an outdoor camping area, and the fencing. I'm no country boy. I think my voice alone makes that pretty clear. But there's something about this property. It's impressive. I can roast in some marshmallows out there. And, hiring people to do the farm work for me. Number 2. 100 Carnarvon Drive, $30 million. 100 Carnarvon Drive in Houston is the polar opposite of $8 million. This 8-bed, 12-bath home has 26,000 square feet and an incredible amount of amenities. This home is a palace, and it wants you to know it. Upon entry, you're met with this home that got its inspiration from a Renaissance-era church. Well, now's your chance. I could keep a straight face welcoming my guests into this room, but it doesn't stop there. The home has stained marble staircases and formal dining rooms galore. The home also comes with a massage room, a walk-in fridge for flower, detached staff quarters, and a separate wing for guests or rentals, which includes a full hair salon. The home, a billiards room, a music room, and a full theater. And finally, number 27, Houston, $35 million. We've finally reached the most expensive home for sale in Texas, and honestly, it's the perfect representation of the state itself. If you want the natural beauty of Texas mixed with the city of architecture and diverse cultures, 27 Mall Lane house. However, it is the 4-bedroom, 7-bath house is like something out of a futuristic movie. Everything controlled from an iPad using state-of-the-art software. The home is also fitted with exotic materials, including an entire kitchen island, golden and red onyx, the gemstone, not the Pokemon. Although that would probably bump the price up another million. The home has a gym, a completely glass meditation room, a media room with a retractable wall, and a gourmet kitchen. So where does nature come in? 27 Mott Lane sits on a reserve, which includes a 5-acre lake with an island and lands. From pool, you can look over at your Buffalo Bayou and take in the thousands of birds and wildlife that now call your land home. Compound indeed. So there you have it, the 5 most expensive homes for sale in Texas right now. Which favorite? Section down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, I'm Mr. Luxury. Doodly-doo. Beverly Hills is widely known as a place of lavish lifestyle and health. The area in Southern California has for years hosted A-list actors, celebrities, utmost affluent entertainment industry, the most successful sportsmen, billionaire tech moguls, and the most finance and investing. While there might be a range of residents that hang up their coats in Beverly Hills Bank, the property rates in Beverly Hills, as you might expect, quite high compared to most other places in California and the rest of the world for that matter. There are many upscale, top-of-the-line hotels, luxurious gardens and parks, and plenty of other amenities that are not in the least expensive. Lania Lane, valued over $129 million. This 25-acre property is undoubtedly among the most is equipped with a master suite of 5,000 square feet. In addition, there's a huge wine tasting room included and a special every day that an estate of this magnitude is put on the market. For now, the incredible home is not up for grabs. There's the palatial Mediterranean-style mansion, just minutes from the heart of Beverly Hills. The estate, a view and families, spa, temperature controlled wine storage room, a large tasting room, a Moroccan retreat Turkish-style spa, a guest house, gorgeous terraced acreage. It's a pool, a spa, a tennis court, and pavilion, a reflecting pool, fountain, and state-of-the-art entertainment complex with a ballroom and bowling alley. Entertainment in true luxury and sophisticated beauty. I sure hope to live in this incredible estate. Soak it in every day. I know I would. 2727 Benedict Canyon Drive. This next property will $85 million, and it has several features that make it stand out in the most extravagant ways. First, Benedict Canyon comfort. The estate is tucked away behind beautiful gates. Once you drive up the magnificent, and I'll reiterate, long driveway past the guest house that has soaring arched windows that disappear into the walls to give you the indoor outdoor California lifestyle. Yeah, once you've passed that, you can walk over to a stunning tennis court with cabana to watch over the games. House with a pool. Okay, this is the ultimate equestrian environment with 5 deluxe stables, a pair of pristine and wisely landscaped grounds, and so much more that only the owners can cherish. 901 North Alpine Drive. This property gorgeous 28,000 square foot mansion that sits on acres of prime real estate. There are several features that are included as part of the property. A vast motor and top of the line security features are provided at the estate's gated entry. The heart of the Beverly. You have cleared the gated guard entry. You will be transported to classic French splendor. This 28,000 has all the appointments fit for a king and a queen. The craftsmanship and materials are the finest. Some of the appointments include a fitness center, gaming room, screening room, and a European spa with wet energy is also featured in the form of a state-of-the-art restaurant system. If you don't feel like taking the stairs, this magnificent property has an elevator. If you're feeling quite a bit cold, you can choose one of the 11 fireplaces. Car you purchase, you can take your guests to the motor court that can accommodate 40 cars. There's plenty more to experience thanks to several lush lawns in the French countryside. And please, let me know when it's available for purchase. 320 North Carrollwood Drive, valued at $77.5 million. Located in Holmby Hills on Carrollwood Drive, emerges the Gray Estate on 320 North Carrollwood Drive. It should be called the Green Estate because it's likely the greenest place in Beverly Hills, but use them for that. The gates of this massive home open and spill onto the picturesque 2.15-acre canvas of lush gardens and grounds. Architecture and glass appear in creating the ultimate in California living. Landscaped by Miranda Brooks, the interior designer famed Atelier AM Incorporated. The design elegantly reflects proportioned spaces, rendered in an array of materials that are meant to challenge senses. The luxurious master suite with generous his and her bathroom come fitted with centuries out of massive windows. 4 more additional suite bedrooms are hidden away in the mansion. A voluminous room transforms into studio-quality theater, stylish den with a bar, and a private office. The estate also has a great room that includes an open kitchen, dining area, and a large family and sunroom. Windowed walls slide a courtyard, outdoor dining area, fruit orchard, and vegetable and herb garden. To top it up, twin gyms, cold plunge, steam room, and sauna. Steps away from the pool, a sense of intimacy, warmth, and informality pervades. Just in case you need some recreational needs met, and then some. 808 North Rexford Drive, finally listed with an asking price of $51.8 million. The property was built in the 1990s, but it has incorporated new features over the years. The mansion has a total of 8 bedrooms and 15 This home lets you revel in majesty on nearly 1.68 magical acres. It's the largest residential property to come on the market in the era. Designed by Bud Holden and built in 1990, the stately 26,100 square foot mansion with 8 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms, and gloriously detailed interiors that pay homage to world craftsmanship. A park-like setting envelops 2 detached guest houses, sculpted gardens, and flat-lighted tennis court, designed by tennis legend Jim Connors, a resort-style pool with waterside as well as meandering miniature railroad inspired by Walt Disney's legendary backyard on Carolwood Drive. As the locals seem to call it, is a world truly unto its own. I mean, it literally comes with a small piece. More could you ask for in a home? The house has seen so many important figures over the years, as it's a location for a banquet, party, or shindig. The estate has welcomed prime ministers and presidents into its embrace in the course of its 28-year history. Just like most of the homes previously mentioned, the house is not up for that. Guess my hunt for an LA home continues. Well, I hope you got your fix of amazing homes, because I'm a fancy way to describe these immaculate mansions. As always, I'm Mr. Luxury. If you enjoyed the video,
Hi, my name is Marcus Amicliffe, and it's my honor today to be with Joseph Ferruggio of Ferruggio Design.
Hi, I'm Joseph Ferruggio, and this is our project Shadow Hill Drive here in Beverly Hills, California. I want to give you a tour. So this is our formal entry, which is all open and spacious. Inside of this formal living room that we wanted was a corner fireplace. We wanted a modernized version of an arts and style home, and so where can we do these moments that made California architecture what it is today? And
Classical, elegant feel.
very classic. You know, we have all these outdoor areas, these privacy planter walls, fire pits throughout, and on the deck. And, you know, all the doors are electronic doors. They all open up with a remote control. Here we have a really special sculptural piece. Is that from the basement of this property up to the upper level? It's a custom tile that we made with our firm, and every tile has its own custom, unique look. It's totally custom. There's not one tile here alike. Wow. Each one was handmade, hand poured. You know, it gives a unique artistic sculptural quality elevator shaft inside the house. And so when you enter this immediate impact with just the glisten of this incredibly unique feature. In that glisten that you talk about, this tile is made with resin that you would normally see on automobiles. Wow. And so that depth that you're seeing is all made with the coagulation of the paint and how this was crafted to know. If you remember one of our other projects over on 118 Hillcrest, right? The 6 foot by 9 foot bathtub there. Right. Out of this.
Beverly Hills is widely known as a place of lavish lifestyle. And Southern California has for years hosted A-list actors, celebrities of the utmost affluence, the most successful sportsmen, billionaire tech moguls, and the most getting busy investing. While there might be a range of residents that hang up their coats in Beverly Hills, they are, as you might expect, quite high to most other places in California and the rest of the world for that matter. There are many upscale shopping complexes, hotels, luxurious gardens and parks, and plenty of other amenities that attract all the wealthiest members. Property rates in Beverly Hills are so outrageous is not in the least bit surprising. But I've been wondering just how high can these prices go? So, here are some of the most expensive homes in Beverly Hills that I could find.
Powered on.
9505 Lania Lane. Valued at over $129, this 25-acre property is undoubtedly among the most expensive in Beverly Hills. How many features this unique property? To start with, the mansion located at the heart of the estate is equipped with a master suite that extends for 5 square feet. In addition, there's a huge wine tasting room included and a special spa. It's not a estate of this magnitude is put on the market. For now, the incredible home is not up for grabs. The home boasts itself as the palatial Mediterranean-style mansion, just minutes from the heart of Beverly Hills. The estate sits on a 25-acre with panoramic city-to-ocean views. Standing in the massive backyard gives you a view of pretty much everything it has to offer. The prestigious residence embodies both majesty and family. Outstanding amenities include a quarry-lined private drive, a waterfall, luxuriant gardens, sparkling pools, colonnaded room, grand chef's kitchen, an approximate 10,000-bottle temperature-controlled wine storage room, a large Moroccan retreat Turkish-style spa, a guest house, gorgeous terraced acreage, producing vineyards, a spa, a tennis court and pavilion, a reflecting pool, fountain, and state-of-the-art entertainment complex with a stateroom and bowling alley. Entertainment in true luxury and sophisticated beauty. I sure hope that the lucky souls who get to live in this incredible estate soak it in every day. I know I would. 27 Benedict Canyon Drive. This next property costs a casual $85 million, and it has several features that make it stand out in the most extravagant ways. First, the entire property is word much. It extends to over 14 acres, and the main house is a whopping 30,000 square feet, and that's including the additional guest house that sits on an area of about 7,000 square feet off the famed Benedict Canyon, only minutes from Road and the Beverly Hills Hotel. This secluded home is the perfect place for private comfort. The estate is tucked away behind beautiful gates. Once you drive up the magnificent, and I'll reiterate, long driveway past, watch over the games. From there, walk rounds where horses and nature trails will take you away. Or you can just chill in the main house with a pool overlooking the beautiful landscape. This is the ultimate equestrian environment with 5 deluxe stables, a pair of pristine and white riding ring, landscaped grounds, and so much more that only the owners can cherish. 901 North Alpine Drive. This property features a downright gorgeous 20,000 square foot mansion that sits on acres of prime real estate. There are several features that are included as post-motor, and top-of-the-line security features are provided at the estate's gated entry. The property is valued $1 million. The house is considered a French chateau, and it sits beautifully at the heart of the Beverly Hills estates. You have cleared the gated guard entry. You will be transported to classic French splendor. This materials are the finest. Some of the appointments include a fitness center, gaming room, screening room, and a European spa with wet energy is also featured in the form of a state-of-the-art restaurant system. If you don't feel like taking the stairs, an elevator. If you're feeling quite a bit cold, you can choose one of the 11 fireplaces. If you want a change of scene, you can escape to the 3-bedroom guest house. And if you want to flaunt the latest sports car you purchase, you can take your motor course that can accommodate 40 cars. There's plenty more to experience thanks to several lush of a French countryside. And please, let me know when it's available for purchase. The Gray Estate on 320 North Carrollwood Drive. It should be called because it's likely the greenest place in Beverly Hills, but we'll excuse them for that. The gates of this massive home jaw open and spill onto the picturesque 2.15-acre canvas of lush gardens and gresham, steel and glass. The interior design is by the famed Atelier AM Incorporated. The design elegantly reflects proportioned spaces, rendered in an array of materials meant to challenge the senses. The luxurious master suite with generous his and her bathrooms come fitted with Century City views out of massive windows. 4 more additional suite bedrooms are hidden away in the mansion. A volume forms into a studio-quality theater, stylish den with a bar, and a private office. The estate also has a barn-like great room that includes an open kitchen, dining area, and a large family and son room. Windowed wide away to a courtyard, outdoor dining area, fruit orchard, and vegetable and herb garden. To top it off, the home comes with a facility with twin gyms, cold plunge, steam room, and sauna. Steps away from the pool and spa. A sense of intimacy, warmth, and informality pervades. Just in case you need some recreational needs, you covered and then some. 808 North Rexford Drive. Property is listed with an asking price of $51.8 million. The fireplaces touch you revel in European majesty on nearly 1.68 magical acres. It's the largest residential property on the Beverly Hills ever. Designed by Bud Holden and built in 1990, the stately 26,000-acre manor enchants with 8 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms, and gloriously detailed interiors that match the classic and old world craftsmanship. A park-like setting envelops 2 detached guest houses and flat lawn, a lighted tennis court designed by tennis legend Jim Connors, a resort-style pool, waterfalls, as well as a meandering miniature railroad inspired by Walt Disney's legendary backyard on Caisson 808, as the locals seem to call it, is a world truly unto its own. I mean, it literally could work. What more could you ask for in a home? The house has seen so many important figures over the years for any upscale banquet, party, or shindig. The estate has welcomed prime ministers and presidents into its embrace over the course of its 28-year history. Just like most of the homes previously mentioned, the house is not currently up for grabs. I guess my hunt for an LA home continues. Well, I hope you got your fix of amazing homes, because I'm about fancy words to describe these immaculate mansions. As always, I'm Mr. Luxury. If you enjoyed the video, then subscribe. Pip pip, the doodly doo.
When you enroll at University of Phoenix, your tuition locks in at one affordable until you grad degree program, guaranteed. Take a look on our website to see the savings for yourself, or give us a call, and we'll be talking to you.
They say life is all about making choices. Well, I didn't choose metastatic breast cancer. Not the exact type. Not the specific mutation. Total clarity. By knowing I have a treatment that goes right at it.
Display, the first only treatment that specifically targets PIK3CA mutations in HR-positive HER2-negative MBC, which are common in cancer growth. Display is taken with fulvestrant after progression on hormone therapy and has been proven to help people with a PIK3CA mutation without disease progression. Do not take Piqray if you've had a severe allergic reaction to it or to any of its ingredients. Piqray can cause serious side effects, including severe skin reactions, high blood sugar levels, and diarrhea that are common and can be severe, and lung problems known as pneumonitis. Doctor read if you have symptoms of severe allergic reactions or high blood sugar while taking Piqray. Your doctor.
The most expensive neighborhood in the world. Smell the uber rich in a multi-million-dollar mansion with all the luxurious toppings, like an infinity pool, tennis court, maybe even a helipad for good measure. The wealthiest members of society boast the biggest homes in the most of comfort and status. If you're looking for luxurious homes, I think you would agree that the most good in America is a good place to start. So I took the liberty of finding out all about this particular zip. It's just that Atherton, California, or 94027, has been crowned with the title of the one that many of these millionaires and billionaires have taken. Before we get into the insane cost of one of Johnny Depp's. That's just me. Anyway, let's take a look at the history of Atherton. Faxon D. Atherton is a man that the hood is after. A well-accomplished man and a native of Massachusetts. He had spent several years in Chile as a trader in tallow, hides, and merchandise. His friend and business associate, Thomas Lark, had written to him, "There is education available for your children and a dignity of living on landed estates down the San Francisco Peninsula that is convenient and accessible." This was enough to convince the weather Mr. Atherton to purchase 640 acres for $10 and Atherton to this very day. D10 tells us that Atherton has a reported population of 6,914 people. Anyway, moving on. If you want an idea of just how expensive the homes in Atherton are, this might help. The median price for a home in that area is an incredible $9.6 million. In the area, more than triple that price. Because of these outrageous prices, you might expect these homes to sit on the market for years. But due to the fact it's the prime location for the rich world of tech, homes tend for 190 days on the market, which isn't bad at all for the realtors down there. At first glance, Atherton be any ritzy suburb in America with slightly bigger houses. But it isn't just any suburb you'd find outside the city. Due to its prime location, even the most modest homes go for millions of dollars. And with CEO of research, just to name a few of the tech billionaires that reside in Atherton, former HP CEO Meg Whitman, and Google chairman Eric Schmidt, Facebook's Sheryl Sandberg, and Charles Schwab himself, great Paul Allen, he passed away in 2018. The town's prestige, privacy, and proximity major tech company unmatched by any other zip code in the country. These ultra-rich home buyers often somehow get through the gates. You'll see they're quite like your average suburb. It doesn't have its fair share of modest homes, as I mentioned. The area is sprinkled with immaculate mansions, often hidden by trees, with just a touch visible. But the kicker about Atherton is that here, like no other place in the world, the rich. Each year, the average price of the real estate at Atherton goes up by an insane 4%. This area are pretty excited about this. Real estate brokers say last year than the expensive home. $1 million. The tech. We're just the center of innovation here. So that, more than anything, drives our housing market, says Tom Lemieux of Pacific Union International, real estate firm. Another realtor named Ken DeLeon of DeLeon Realty just sold a man Atherton $14 million to a Chinese buyer in 72 hours. One of the reasons Atherton is so hot right now is that Forbes recently named it the #1 most affluent zip code in America. A lot of my clients, particularly China-driven, they want to be in the best area in all of America. That really helps Atherton's stock, says Dick. And trust me, it never hurts to make it a top of a Forbes list. That magazine tends to get the attention of people. So, in Atherton, like no other, there is a snowball effect of wealth, and the perpetual rise in it becomes more desirable to some. Others see the desire and want it for themselves. To a bigger and more extravagant transfer of money. Needless to say, a real estate agent just south of San Francisco is eating up these days. And did I mention that a large percentage of these home buyers pay in cash? Brokers say they're paying money so he can show being somewhat and continues to steadily rise to the stratospheric heights. And as far as anyone can tell, it doesn't seem like that ascension will slow down anytime soon. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. As always, I'm Mr. Luxury. Pip pip to do.
Billionaires are spending a fortune on fairy tale palaces to leave no one in doubt who's lavished on their transformation.
To a house in the country the other day, and it had 2 swimming pools off the bedrooms on the top floor. Often have
one place long. There's a permanence in a lot of their houses because they don't invest in their lives in the same way that we do. It's all tradable.
These are the most coveted houses in the world. But to many billionaires, they're not so much as appreciating assets.
I can think of one client who has multiple properties, one in the country, and every morning the housekeeper makes sure that the flowers are fresh and the water in the houses is clean, and the driver and the handyman make sure that everything's working, and the employer has never slept there.
There's one city that attracts the international super rich in their droves, London.
London's become sort of billionaire capital of the world. Their wealth has accelerated at a rate that one gives them opportunity.
Sunlight Park. It's invested in property. It's so buoyant at the moment. London's such a bubble.
Today, London is a home of 100 billionaires.
When everyone is moaning about overseas people buying in London, this is bad. This is a sign of success. Just look at the skyline now with all of these buildings. They weren't here 15 years ago.
Waves of excited foreign buyers sashaying into the UK property market have created a whole new class of real estate. It's known as super prime. They're queuing to snap up top-end estate gems, like this £25 million mega mansion in North London.
Rooms are exquisite. It's got a magnificent little lodge as you come in. It's got a guest house. It's got lodging. And of course, it's got a 9-hole golf course, which I don't think many houses have in prime central.
At 20,000 square feet, there's enough room to swing a tiger in here. And toy-wise, well, even the most restless billionaire would be struggling to complain. But then, there's no account.
You've got to invite people over to a room, and you wonder how much time you can spend in a bath watching a movie. You end up,
The type of buyer who's looking for a house like this will want to perhaps replicate as in his own country. It's more likely to be somebody who is Eastern European, for example, from Moscow, who live just outside a Middle Eastern family, where bedroom count is very important and gardens are very important.
They want new and they want shiny. because they're purchasing very much in order to clients. Stairs are a no-no, and I mean just steps up to the front door. They don't do. Even a first floor apartment would need to have a lift. So that's their priority. And I know it sounds corny, but proximity to Harrods is absolutely what it's all about.
London properties and asset club are actually buying property just in the same way they buy wine.
This money is making money so that Kabir can make money. So capital makes more money for it.
We're high-end house one-upmanship. Who's the boss? Who has just bought Whittenhurst in Highgate? Once refurbished, it's said to be worth around £200 million. Second largest bigger mansion in London after Buckingham Palace. Well, there's always one, isn't there? But size isn't everything for another group of billionaire property buyers. What stokes their ardor is location.
It's like a four-horse race. If you put a leader table, Belgravio would be at the top. Then Mayfair and Chelsea.
Andrew Langton has been selling London superprime for nearly half a century.
You are approached by a buyer who says, I want to find a house with scale, volume, important location. You've got to say, well, Belgrave Square is right at the top, like over here. I mean, that is as fine a house as you'll ever see anywhere in this town. We've seen a dramatic rise. I mean, I remember selling a house on the south side for 16, 17 million. That house today has obviously appreciated by at least 50 to 60 million. It will be known as Billionaire Square.
Ordinary mortals buy to live in, as buy the loaf.
I don't think I have ever bought a property from an uber wealthy person. 4 weeks of the year.
It has this as an amazing estate with huge acreage, stables, full staff all the time, 12 days last year.
I have a concern that London is going to have vacant properties.
Like these vacant North London houses on what's billionaire.
I've seen examples of that, particularly in Hampstead, where one owner had about 7 houses and butterflies flying around that house, and there were people because the amount of butterflies growing out of the roof.
Very once told me when he was explaining his elaborate plans to move around the world. He said, "In this area, we don't travel."
I don't think that there is that kind of heart of the home that we have. In my house, everything, the kitchen, to me that's home. But I don't think that the ultra rich necessarily have that.
We live in
Mr. Luxury. And today I want to present with one of my very own videos. If you enjoy the high-class, luxurious lifestyle, make sure to check out my channel in the description below. The security of billionaires. As BIG once brilliantly said, more money, more problems. Those words are as true to me as they are. Simply put, the more you have to lose. These problems range from theft and burglary to the more extreme problems, such as kidnapping and murder. Billionaires around the globe recognize this, and they heed Biggie's warning. And most of them do everything they can to keep both themselves and their assets safe from those who wish to harm. From bulletproof Maybachs and Bentleys to panic rooms, whether it be bodyguards or high-tech systems. No tag is too high when it comes to security for the hyper-wealthy. In this video, you'll see the lengths at which billionaires will go to ensure the protection of their extravagant livelihood. Let's start with the physical protection. The body, 310-pound suit and earpiece that stands near with crossed arms, surveying the area around. Oftentimes, these bodyguards can't be missed. It's a bit discouraging when you see two men the size of deep alignment standing between you and the wallet you're trying to steal. Billionaires might have 2 or 3 of these individuals with them, an entire team of bodyguards with their own convoy of vehicles. If this physical security is considered needed 24/7, 365 days a year, these guards would likely be paid a salary in the 6 figures. If these serve special occasions, then they would likely be paid by the day. $1,000 a day is a realistic daily payment for this line of work. Away by the day or via salary, you can imagine the hefty price it takes to keep this protection around. Rich want to be seen with such a brute entourage of steel-faced, soulless sunglass wearers. Recently, a surge of female bodyguards. Highly trained women that will always be close by but are not so obvious. Male or undercover guards as nannies or personal assistants while keeping their true value under the radar. With thousands of bucked or paranoid as it may seem, to make sure these bodyguards are doing their jobs and have the right intentions. If one guard much information can be attained about an individual with just a few days. And a boyfriend, maybe. There doesn't seem to be any relationship that's immune to suspicion when concerned the rich. Some billionaire surveillance agencies to watch their own children to see if there are any friends that are trying to take advantage of their well-off peer. Any relationship at the higher end of society is close to being free of suspicion. It would be the childhood friend that was there before the money. But even these bonds can be severed. For reference on the cost of surveillance, an average private investigator gets paid up. When considering the quality of these agencies providing these services, it's more likely in the hundreds of dollars an hour, and this surveillance is often an indefinite service rather than a one-time deal. Billionaires spend millions almost, and that can't be copied and impersonated. We've all seen the eye reader that scans your pupil before unlocking the safe in hundreds of movies, but the devices can scan the entire face or just a finger. The fingerprint scanner is one biometric control system that is going out of style. The thing about your face is still there in the event that your finger is severed. So, to keep these fingers attached, devices that detect the veins in the fingers rather than the fingerprint were created. So, if anyone were to cut off the hand or finger and try and access the security system, this may sound rather extreme, but it's a realistic consideration that many of the hyper-rich have to pay. As anyone watching frequents a table saw, the threat of losing a finger doesn't come up much in one's life, but it's even extreme. Bullet and bomb-proof safety bunkers cost millions and exist below homes where no one even know of their existence. These bunkers could be either a fortified core to the house hidden behind two-way mirrors. Everything short of an astral. They can be fitted with biological wash showers that can cleanse chemical attacks. The bunkers are decked with imperishable facilities you can imagine that would be needed in the event of an NCB-related disaster. The construction. These bunkers alone cost millions, on top of a home that probably costs twice as much. Secret passageways within the man to the bunkers, or simply providing an escape from any threat that might have broken into the house, are also common. These passages cost, and the creation of these passages is a fairly involved process, with a lot of design know-how required of this. In passageway looking secret, it needs to be a seamless job. Nothing can look out of place, or it defeats the purpose of it or hidden passageway installed. These hidden passages are yet another feature that you might assume is just something seen and moved, trust me, are real and prevalent. Next time you find yourself in a mansion, try taking books from a shelf or candles. Who knows? Maybe some walls will start to move. A company called SAFE, which stands for Strategically Armored and Environment, offers a rather extreme defense against intruders. So extreme that it has been outlawed in the United States, but is still used by many international individuals of high importance. SAFE has a plethora of practical and thorough securities, but what caught my eye is rather alarming. SAFE can set up a wall feature that blends in scene of the home. Hidden are 15 shotgun shells at the ready for any unlucky intruder that picked the wrong house. The device, after 3 or 4 authentications from the owner of the home, would likely be operating the device. While most of the SAFE security systems are so lethal, all of them can be controlled from anywhere. That in phone or from across the world. For a couple grand, you can purchase a similar American-approved version of this device. Rather than the shotgun shells, this product shoots out pepper spray. To each his own. Systems on yachts cost upwards of $500,000, but are a necessity to fend off modern pirates. Pirates have evolved a lot since the days of parrots and eye patches, but a mega yacht is about as close as you can get to treasure chests. In the open sea, a floating vessel of wealth like a yacht is an easy target. That's why so much money is into keeping the asset safe. The world's richest people are spending millions arming their super yachts with millions of potential attackers. The threat of these pirates have led many owners, prices, and experts for Super Yacht World magazine attacking super yachts cruising near CNN. Many pirates do not yet appreciate the importance and potential value of these yachts. And it's spent on the standard days. The cost of security for a billionaire is proportional to how much stuff they have, and that sum of money is often multiplied by how the said billionaire is. So, if you had the money to come up with your own millionaire defense system, what would you choose? I would miss started. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Clips.
All about financial and psychological security.
Everything billionaires have is bigger. Their house, their bank balance, and yes, their problems. Because the more you have to lose. It's easy to see why some billionaires are nervous.
You have a beautiful house. South Kensington, Mountain, so you come down the street to make sure your car doesn't get broken into. They were now, and I think about the responsibility they have. Because it needs tending. There's a huge amount of energy that goes into maintaining your wealth. Private homes now use security systems, so it's basically Fort Knox.
While most of us might install a house and a team of people to keep their fears and threats at bay, because they can afford whatever it takes to protect themselves.
Risk sensitive. There are threats. There are threats everywhere.
Number one, fear being super rich anymore.
People worry about losing it all. I have had women.
Cautious billionaire to stop. Well, first off, physical protection. There's a whole of high-end security systems throwing up barricades around the super rich.
Bulletproof residents.
They cannot go on Kensington High Street or through Knightsbridge because they could be walking along with £500,000 plus. Their wives could be wearing £3 million off the diamonds.
So rather than take the risk, they now employ companies such as this, so that they get places in perfect safety.
They're so far removed from simple pleasures that they're always thinking of their status, protecting their wealth. So the downside is stress, noise.
Fragmentation grenades, up to around 15 kilos of explosive.
The extent to which any member of the super rich is actually in danger doesn't